Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this numerical appeared in your exam today, would you be able to solve it confidently? Question yourself. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to approach it. So without wasting the time, let's get started. Okay, the problem says find the magnitude and direction and distance of the resultant from the point A. For the system of forces as shown in figure. So there are three forces given and each are starting from a different point. That is why it is coplanar, acting on a same plane but non-concurrent, because no force is passing through a single point. Their line of action is very different. Correct. So let's dive into the problem now. Before that, you understand the question. What they have said to calculate the magnitude. What is the magnitude? That is R, magnitude of the resultant. Okay. Direction. What is the direction? Theta. Then distance. Distance is nothing but what? X-intercept and Y-intercept of the resultant from point A. And for the system of the forces. Now understood how to approach the question. So in the question itself they have asked what to find out. So what are the unknowns now? You have to find R, theta and X and Y intercept. Correct? Next, what is the first step? We had to resolve the vertical and horizontal components of the forces. And in this figure, they have also provided the moment. Correct? So, all the inclined forces are there. For that, we have to find out horizontal and vertical component. Whenever you see an inclined force, you have to make sure you have to find the horizontal and vertical component for this. Whenever the resultant is like this, for this force, so the horizontal component for this will be like this, okay, and vertical will be like this. Towards this point you have to draw. For this, the vertical will be like this, okay, and horizontal will be like this. And similarly for this force, horizontal will be like this and vertical will be like this. Understood how to draw the horizontal and vertical components? Now comes the step. Many of the students will get confused here whether to take sine or cos. Listen carefully. Whenever the angle is making with respect to y-axis, this is y-axis and this is x-axis. You know that, right? Whenever the angle is making with respect to y-axis, then this horizontal will come as sine. If the angle is making with respect to x-axis, then it will come as cos, horizontal. Okay. So for this force, just say 60 kilonewton. So it will be 60 sine 60 degree. Okay. Similarly for this, if this is sine, this will be cos. That is 60 cos 60. Understood? Next, this angle is also making with respect to y-axis. Then it will be 45 sine, this is vertical component, so it will be cos 30 degree. Understood? The horizontal will be sine, just opposite. Okay, so 45 sine 30. Understood? If the angle is making with respect to y-axis, then the horizontal component will be sine, not cos. Come here. So this force is making an angle with respect to x-axis. Then the horizontal component will be cos. That is 45 cos 75, correct? 75 cos 45 degree. That is 75 cos 45 degree. Vertical will be 75 sine 45 degree. Understood the difference? Here the angle is making with respect to x-axis, then the horizontal component will be cos. If the angle is making with respect to y-axis, then the horizontal component will be sine. So now our first step is to calculate the horizontal and vertical component. So for that, so I will write here. 1 second. Yeah. So right here, sigma fx is equal to, what is sigma fx? Start from this, okay, b. What is this? 60 sine 60. Moving towards right side, so it is positive. The forces moving towards right and upward are always positive. Downward and leftward is always negative. Just make a note. Sign convention. Whenever you are solving the problem, you have to take that sign convention. Okay. So this is moving towards right. So it will be plus 60 sine 60. Next, this one. This is moving towards right. So that will also be plus 45 sine 30. And now this force, this is moving towards left, so it will be minus 75 cos 45. Just calculate and you will get the answer for the sigma fx as 21.428 kilo Newton. Okay, so we'll get the sigma fx value as this. Similarly, you have to calculate for sigma fy. Sigma fy. What are the vertical forces? So this one moving upward, it will be 60 cos 60. This is moving downward, it will be minus 45 cos 30. And this is also moving downward, it will be minus 75 sine 45. So calculate this, you will get it as minus 62.004 kilo Newton. Okay, I hope you got the same value. You can pause it and calculate the value. Okay, so now they asked us to find out the magnitude, that is magnitude of the resultant. We know the formula sigma fx square plus sigma fy square. Substitute these two values, 21.428 square plus minus 62.004 square. How much you will get? 65.60 kilo Newton. Okay, just check the value, you got the same value or not. Okay, now they have asked in the question that to find out the direction of the resultant. Correct. What is the direction? Theta. So theta is the direction of the resultant, which is equal to tan inverse of sigma fy by sigma fx. Correct? So what is tan inverse of, what is sigma fy? Minus 62.004 divided by 22.428. So we will get theta value as 70.93 degree. Correct? So we'll get the theta value as this. Next step is to calculate the distance. For that, you have to find the position, that is x-intercept and y-intercept. So you have to calculate moment for it, correct? So summation moment at A is equal to, now comes the headache for the most of the students, correct? There is no headache, just understand the concept, okay? To the point A, you have to calculate every forces, okay? And the distances, that is what the moment means. Let's start from this force. See, to the point A, this force does have any perpendicular distance? See, this force line, this is the force line, correct? If the force is like this, perpendicular distance should be like this, correct? So, can you see any perpendicular distance for this? See, this is exactly at the point, okay? So, we can't see any perpendicular distance. It will be 60 sine 60 into 0. If you want, I can write it, okay? 60 sine 60 into 0. Next, come to this force, okay? This is 60 cos 60 and this have perpendicular distance. Force is like this, perpendicular distance should be like this. And till A, what is the distance? 2 meter, correct? So this is moving towards A in anti-clockwise. So it will be minus 60 cos 60 into 2. Cos 60 into 2 meter. Anti-clockwise, so minus sign. So next, come for this force. This is moving towards A in clockwise direction. So it will be plus 45 cos 30 into 2. See the distance from here, the force is moving, okay? So this is the line of the force and this is the perpendicular distance till A. So this is 2 meters. So 45 cos 30 into 2. 45 cos 30 into 2. Since it is moving in a clockwise, so it is plus, okay? And next, come to this force. This is moving towards A in which direction? Clockwise direction, okay? So this is a force and perpendicular distance is this. Until A, you will be having same distance, correct? Here, 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 isn't it? So if this is the force, okay, this is the force, this will be the perpendicular distance. So what is the perpendicular distance? What is this whole distance? 3 meter, okay, 3 meter. So it will be plus 45 sine 30 plus 45 sine 30 into 3. Got it? So next, yeah, this force is done, this force is done. Now this force, this is moving towards A in anti-clockwise direction. Can you see? Anti-clockwise direction. So it will be minus, and what is the distance? 3 meter. So it will be 75 cos 45 into 3. Minus 75 cos 45 into 3. Okay. And next, come to this force. This is acting on the axis itself. I mean on the line of or on the point of A itself. So this is acting on a same point. That is, we don't see any perpendicular distance here. So it will be, see here, it is like this. The force is like this. If you drag this force, it will come exactly here, and perpendicular distance, can you see any perpendicular distance? No. So that is, it is 0. 75 sine 45 into 0. So it will be 75 sine 45 into 0. Okay. Now solve this. 1 second. You have left something. Okay. Many of you might have identified by the time, but most of you just calculate this and do the calculation. This is where most of you lose marks. Okay. So see here, they have given the moment. You have to take this also. Okay. So this is the moment direct. Okay. You have to add the value. That's it. See, this is moving towards A in clockwise direction. Correct? See here. So, towards A in clockwise direction. So, it will be plus 100. So, you have to directly write here. I will write here plus 100. Okay. So, just calculate. You will get it as 26.343 kilonewton meter. So this is the moment. I hope you understood till this step. Next, you have to find the distance, that is x intercept and y intercept. What is the formula? Summation A divided by sigma Fy for x-intercept. For y-intercept, it is summation A divided by sigma Fx. So just substitute the value, you will get it as 26.343 divided by 60 minus 62.004. So here it is 26.343 divided by 21.428. So what is the value you are getting? It is 0.425 meter. It is 1.239 meter. I hope you are getting the same value. I think you have understood the problem. If not, you can ask the doubts in the comment section. Please do like, share and subscribe if you found this content useful. Please do follow for more. Thank you.